Hello everyone, welcome to our Friday live session with Magic Polygon. I am Swarna Ananthan. I am so excited to be here with you today. Whether you are a parent, teacher, or someone who loves working with kids, today's session is going to be really special. We are going to talk about something that can transform how children can learn and engage with stories. I'm going to say an hi to the Resi Brain. Hi, Resi Brain. Sorry if I have pronounced it. Now, coming back to the session, we are going to talk about something that can transform how children learn and engage with stories, the power of reading aloud. Okay, that's what we are going to take a look at it today. And then I have something brand new and exciting to show you that we just launched today on our iOS app. Okay, so stay till the end of the live stream. Would be able to see a quick demo of what we have built around read aloud. Okay. Benefits of read aloud in early childhood. Let's start with why reading aloud is so powerful for young minds. Number one, brain development. When we read aloud to children, we are literally building their brain's connections. They are hearing vocabulary they might not encounter in everyday conversation, but their listening skills and span naturally improve. Okay, so that's one of the main reasons why read aloud is very important. And the next one, kids learn the rhythm and flow of language. That is the language and literacy foundation. This is how you do the build the language and literacy foundation. They start understanding the story structure, beginning, middle, end, and all those things. And also they would try to relate it to the everyday activities that they do. That's very important. Building that connections. Print awareness develops as they see you following words on the page. Okay, and third third one is very important, is the emotional connection. Reading aloud creates bonding moments between the adult and the children associate reading with comfort, safety, and love. This emotional connection makes them want to read independently later. And the fourth one is imagination and creativity. Stories spark imagination in ways that visual media can't. But with a caveat, I'm saying you should look into what we have built. Okay, kids create their own mental images of characters and settings. This builds creative thinking skills they'll use throughout life. In fact, they can actually visualize their mental visual images and try to draw that and build their own versions of the stories as well. Okay, some practical tips I'm going to give for effective read aloud. Now, let me share some practical tips that make read aloud sessions more engaging. Use your voice. Change your tone for different characters. See, when you read a story to your children, um, you should change your tone accordingly to each character. The tone itself will set the narrative for the story. So that is one of the tips. And you have to slow down for suspenseful part, speed up for exciting moment. Say, for example, if someone was running, then you can say, build a rhythm around it. Hey, he was running fast. Dun, 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 something like that. So you can do like that. Don't worry about being perfect. Kids love animated reading. Okay, that's why a reading with an adult at very young ages is very important. And ask questions in between. Stop the story and ask questions like, what do you think will happen next? How do you think the character feels? Have you ever felt like this character? These are the questions that you can ask. And when the children say, hey, I have felt like this, then you can ask, like, when did you feel, and how did you express that to others? Did you express it or not? And that's one of the ways to emotionally bond. It's a perfect way to emotionally bond with the children. Make it interactive. Let kids point to pictures. See, if you're reading a picture book, let the kid point to the pictures and say, hey, this is what, and have them make sound effects. Say, for example, if you see a cow, then the children can point out to the cow and you can say, hey, how does the cow usually make the sound, moo 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 moo? Then you can start that making those sounds. Encourage them to predict what's coming next. See, that makes them involved in the story, and they will become the part of the story. That's very, very important. Kids love hearing the same story multiple times. Say, for example, repeat the favorite stories again and again. That's how kids learn. Repetition is the way for kids to learn. So, kids love hearing the same story multiple times. Each reading builds deeper understanding. Repetition helps with memory and language development. And this is where technology can actually enhance the experience rather than replacing it. So, the technology is not going to replace the books, but it could enhance the experience. So, that's what the technology can do. As parents and educators, we are always looking for tools that supports learning without replacing the human connection. That's exactly what we have been doing on at Magic Polygon. We believe technology should enhance storytelling, not replace the magic of reading together. Okay, the magic of reading together with a book should always be there, but technology should be used to enhance some of the gaps. And you can build a different type of experience by motivating the kids to use the technology for only a defined set of time. Say, for example, 10 to 15 minutes per day, not more than that. Okay, so limit the use of technology, but at the same time use the technology to fill up the gaps. And uh, and that's what Magic Polygon is aiming to do. And today I'm thrilled to share something we just launched that takes this to the next level. Okay, I'm going to quickly show a demo of how our read aloud feature works. Just give me a minute. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, while I'm sharing the screen, if you have any questions or comments about read aloud, please feel free to share. I would be happy to take a look and answer your questions. So here I've shared my screen. Just give me a minute. I assume you're able to see my screen. Can all of you see the screen? I see that Panara Sanjay has joined. Hi Sanjay. Are you able to see the screen? I'm assuming yes. Okay, now let's go quickly into the app. So you can launch the Magic Polygon app by pressing this. The app is available in the App Store. You can go to the App Store, download the app. It's called Magic Polygon, and once you install, you can either register you as a parent or a teacher, depending on which version of the app you want to use. And if you are a school admin, want to explore educational tools to use in your school, you then register as a school admin. And if you're a parent, you want to invite your family members as storytellers, or for example, if you want your mom or a grandparent living far away to record a story, then you can register as a family version. Okay, so then once installed, registered, then when you launch the app, you will see this library screen. We have a set of stories, predefined animated stories, that you can use to record. Okay, so okay, see here, are you able to see the create story button? This one. So if you want to record a read aloud session for your kid, say for example, if a grandparent wants to record a read aloud session for the kid, then they can go and press this create story. Okay, there are other cool features that we will be showing in the demo in our upcoming future live streams. Okay, so I'm going to press this create story. Okay, I have a list of stories which has been in the Magic Polygon library. Let's pick up something. Let's see. Maybe we will use the popular one, the three little pigs. Okay, I'm going to press the record story button. See here, I am showing it using the black marker. See the record story button. So press that from the story which you want to record. Okay, so I'm pressing it. So you will be prompted with two options to choose. If you press record story, one is read aloud. Read aloud is like when the text is highlighted, you will read along the text, so that when it plays back to the kid, it will be like the text will be highlighted. It's one of the very good ways to improve the reading and early literacy for children. And the other one is creative storytelling, that even though the text will be present, the highlights, and you need not follow the text, you can narrate the story in your own words, in your own way, without using the text that we give. There are two modes, and if you record using this narrate story thing, you will not the kids will not see the text. They will just hear the voice. I'll show both, okay, as a demo. So I'm going to click on this read aloud. Okay, that first one. So now do you see there is a text at the side, and there's a picture, and now we are going to start recording the story. Okay, so I'm pressing the record button here. See the marker, black marker, that I'm rolling around the button, record button at the bottom left. So press that one. So now it has started recording. Once three little pigs were living with their mommy. One day at the dinner table, the pigs expressed interest to build houses for themselves. Animation detail, touch the pigs. Now you could allow the kids to touch the pig and see the wonderful animation. So the kids can touch, see, now I touched the pigs. So it's a beautiful animation coming along. Okay, so that's what you have to do. And if you want to move on to the next page, press this arrow mark, the right side arrow mark. So I'm showing it to you with a marker. Okay, Mommy Pig gave an equal amount of money to all the 3 pigs for building the houses. The 3 pigs were excited to receive the money. Animation detail, touch the little pigs. Now the kids can touch the little pigs. Okay, so I'm touching the little pigs. This is what it happens. Okay, so like that. So at the end of every page, this provides you opportunity to ask questions to the children. Like I said, while doing read aloud, you need to ask, interact with your children, right? So that also you can do. So you can read at your own pace as if you are reading a book with your hand. Okay, and also this animations are very, very short duration, and it's not a fast moving animation, and it is not very fast moving. It is not good for and it's very good for the kids. Okay, I'm going to press stop recording. You can always come back and record the remaining stories later. I'll show you how to do it. So now you want to see how the recording has come out. Okay, I'm going to press the play button. Okay, so now it has started recording. So now, once 3 little pigs were living with their mommy. One day at the dinner table, the pigs expressed interest to build houses for themselves. Animation detail, touch the pigs. Now you could allow the kids to touch the pig and see the wonderful animation. So the kids can touch, see, now I touched the pigs. So it's a beautiful animation coming along. Okay, so that's what you have to do. And if you want to move on to the next page, press this arrow mark, the right side arrow mark. Okay, like that the entire story is recorded. But did you notice something, that when I played back, since I was talking to you, the first few letters I didn't record properly. The first few words. Okay, so now I want to fix it. Okay, I don't want to reread the entire 2 pages that I recorded. So I just want to record only the first page which had problems. Okay, so how to do that? Go to My Stories, and if you go, if say for example, I'm pressing this My Story button from the tab. Okay, it is taking me to recorded, reviewed and scheduled. In this tab, press the drafts tab. This is what is having our partly recorded story. If you have recorded all the pages, it will go to the recorded session. Okay, so go there and then press here, finish recording. Now press edit clips. Okay, so if you press here, see, we recorded 2 pages, so it shows both the pages. This is page 1 and page 2, and we had problems only with page 1. So you can record that again. You don't have to re-record the entire story. Okay, so I'm going to press this record over and we'll quickly narrate. Okay, I'm going to press record and start recording it. The page 1 alone. Once upon a time, 3 little pigs were living with their mommy. One day at the dinner table, the Pigs expressed interest to build houses for themselves. Animation detail. Touch the pigs. Okay, like that. I have recorded. I'll just play this segment and show you. Once upon a time, three little pigs were living with their mommy. One day at the dinner table, the pigs expressed interest to build houses for themselves. Animation detail. Touch the pigs. And one thing is, whenever you record story, uh, uh, and when you ask the kids to touch something, give them some time to touch it, and then you start speaking and record the forward so that it feels like you are actually interacting with the kid. Okay, so it's so wonderful, and it says like your recent recording has not been saved. Do you want to save before exiting? So I'm going to press yes. Okay, so it recorded everything. Like that you can record the entire story. Now say for example, so using this app you can invite your family members, a cousin, a grandparent who's living far away, to record story. Rather than watching some YouTube video, they can actually listen to read aloud stories done by the family members, and they could actually personalize, like at the end of every at the end of every page after they did the read aloud, they can actually say, hey, what did you think? Have you ever faced this one? How was your dinner table experience was? Like that, you even if they are living far away, they can build an emotional bonding with the children. So that's how the read aloud works. And now the next thing that I want to show is, there were two options, right, when we started the story. So one is like the read aloud, the other was narrate the story, right? I'll just show what is the difference. Okay, so let's pick the same story. Okay, I'm again pressing this create story. And press the three little pigs. Okay, now I'm picking up the second option, narrate story. Okay, yeah, so now again the text is visible, just in case if you want to know what actual text is saying, it's visible. But if you do not want to see the text, you can hide it by pressing this text icon. Later, okay, that is thing. Okay, and but while playing back, it will not show the text, it will just show the picture alone and your narration, because you are not doing a read aloud. Okay, so let me show how it works. So I'm pressing this record button. Once upon a time, there was a pig. They were so cute. Okay, and they wanted to have dinner together every day. So they were having dinner with their mommy. One day at the dinner table, the pigs expressed interest to build their own houses. Okay, so do you eat dinner with your mom, dad, and with your entire family? Could you touch the pigs? The kids can actually touch the pig. And similarly, I'm moving to the next page. Mommy pig gave the same amount of money to all the pigs. The three pigs were excited, happy, hoo-hoo, right? See, will you be happy if you get money? Or will you be happy if you get toys? Like that, you can start interacting and building a context. Okay, this one is like a creative way of telling story. You need not just read the text that is given. Okay, and you could still use the text cues given here as part of the story. Okay, now you can say like, hey, touch the little pigs. Then when the kids touch the little pigs, see, they are animating. Okay, like that you can record. I'll show how the playback looks now. Now it's recorded. Once upon a time, there was a pig. They were so cute, okay, and they wanted to have dinner together every day. So they were having dinner with their mommy. One day at the dinner table, the pigs expressed interest to build their own houses. Okay, so do you eat dinner with your mom, dad, and with your entire family? Could you touch the pigs? The kids can actually touch the pig. And similarly, I'm moving to the next page. Mommy pig gave the same amount of money to all the pigs. The three pigs were excited, happy, hoo-hoo, right? See, will you be happy if you get money? Or will you be happy if you get toys? Like that, you can start interacting and building a context. Okay, this one is like a creative way of telling story. You need not just read the text that is given. Okay, and you could still use the text cues given here as part of the story. Okay, now you can say like, hey, touch the little pigs. Then when the kids touch the little pigs, see, they are animating. Okay, like that you can record. Okay, the playback is over and we are coming to the end of this demo. This is a cool new feature where you could actually edit part of the story and you could do a read aloud. Read aloud is a nice cool feature we have introduced for families to bond together using storytelling and read alouds and promoting early literature and emotional bonding. We would love to hear your feedback. And thanks for joining, and I will this I will I will share some of the links of this video. Just give me a minute, I have to fix this one. So okay, I just stopped sharing my screen, so it went black. So I just fixed it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Here are our key takeaways. Read aloud is one of the most powerful things you can do for a child's development. Our new read aloud feature is designed to enhance, not replace, the family story time. It's available on iOS now. Check it out today. Don't forget to download the app, try the new feature, follow us for updates on Android release, share your favorite stories with Magic Polygon Reads using the hashtag Magic Polygon Reads. Okay, keep creating magical moments with your children, and we'll see you next time. And by the way, if you have any questions on how to invite a family member to narrate a story to a child using to a child in your family, and we will be showing that also, how to use that one as a demo in our upcoming live stream session. Once again, thank you for joining. Have a great day. Bye.